Hello everyone, this is Boricua Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Nameless, the one thing you must recall. I am as always joined by the lovely Coco, say hello.
Hello, everyone.
And in the last episode, I flawlessly passed the midterm exam, yes. And yeah, that was a struggle, but yeah, we got it. And now we're going to have a lovely date slash not date with Lance.
Yes.
So excited. Okay.
어서 오세요. 오늘 테이군은 아르바이트 쉬는 날이에요.
Gosh, who does his voice? I forgot.
I think it's you.
Okay. Welcome. Tay's off work today. Zion, the waiter, beams at us.
오늘은 두 분이신가요? 이쪽으로 안내해 드릴게요.
Is it just the two of you today? I'll lead the way. Oh, thank you. Lance didn't say anything and followed Zion with me. 2 candied lemon tea, please. I ordered without asking Lance, but he didn't seem to mind. Zion left after taking our order, and it was just me and Lance again. It's the first time coming here by ourselves.
그렇군요.
It is.
I'm so happy exams are over now. The math test was really easy thanks to you. Thanks, Lance.
별로 고마워할 것 같지는 없습니다. 당신에게 도움이 되었다면 다행이군요.
Is that a blush I see?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to thank me about. I'm glad it helped you.
Oh, precious boy. I was quite surprised to see Lance say that. I felt like his invisible wall was almost gone. I'm glad he now knows how to be kind to people and respond to gratitude. Soy's been saying that Ice Prince's ice is melting nowadays.
시덥잖은 소문이군요.
What a lame rumor.
No, it's a good rumor. It means you're nicer to people now. Remember what I told you before? I beam at Lance. I remember what I told him at the rooftop after that fuss at the cafeteria, though honestly I felt like he was kind of in the right there.
Yeah, he was.
That woman was being ridiculous.
당신은 주위와의 온도를 조금만 높여보려고 말했죠. 그리고
You've told me to be warmer to people around me and...
And the manners you have to keep around girls. Sexism.
Yeah. Be
That
rude and mean to boys. They don't matter.
No yaoi allowed. That would hurt my heart. That already feels like such a long time ago. I felt thankful that Lance tried to do what I asked. Thanks for trying. I feel happy to see you change. I smiled at him. Huh?
아니, 갑자기 그런 생각이 들었습니다. 방금 당신이 웃는 모습을 보니까
No, I just had a thought. Seeing you smile just now.
Seeing me smile?
당신의 미소는 볼 때마다 날
Your smile. Every time I see it.
주문하신 음료 나왔습니다.
That is not Zion, is it?
No. Here are your drinks.
Oh no. Oh no. Lance was interrupted. He was about to say it, man. Darn it.
Oh.
Oh, I thought it was Tay, but still. Oh, Mr. Hoban.
기억하고 계시는군요. 시온도 바빠서 저도 같이 서빙 중입니다.
You remember me. Zion's busy, so I'm serving right now.
Thank you so much. Mr. Hoban laid down 2 cups of lemon tea and disappeared. Ah, it smells so nice. This fresh lemon scent. Tay recommended this to me when I first came to this cafe. It was such a good choice. Oh, right. Weren't you saying something?
아무것도 아닙니다.
It was nothing.
Darn it. Lance held the cup with both his hands. Huh? I'm pretty sure he was talking about my smile. Did I hear wrong? Girl. Now that exams are over, all we have to do is prepare for the festival.
그렇군요.
It is.
How's the conductor job? Is it going well?
특별한 일은 없었습니다. 누구나 할 수 있는 일이니까요.
There's nothing special. Anyone can do it.
I laid down my cup. Lance. He must still have what Red said in mind. I remembered what I wanted to tell Lance after all that happened. I looked straight into Lance's eyes. You'll be great. I don't think it's an easy job. You'll be able to be much more meticulous and careful than other people. A festival conductor is really an important job. Depending on how you look at it, you can say that anyone could do it, but you'll be great at it. Because it's you, Lance. Yeah, she said the right thing.
Oh.
You look so happy. Lance looked at me, a bit surprised. Did I exaggerate too much? I was honestly a bit upset when Red said anyone could do the job. You're really good at being a disciplined guide. That's because it's you. I didn't want your job to be something anyone could do.
고맙습니다.
Thank you.
Huh? Lance said thanks after quietly listening. I was a bit flustered since I didn't think it was something to be thanked about.
열심히 해야겠는걸요?
I should really do my best then.
Lance sipped his lemon tea.
당신이 말했던 대로 나만이 할 수 있는 부분도 있을 테니까요.
As you've said, there must be things only I can do.
Yes, you're right. Lance, you're amazing. You're smart, you're rational, you're fair. Really so... I almost said, really so like a prince. Wait, what am I saying? Anyways, you really helped me with the math exam. Thanks. Lance nodded slightly. He seemed to be a bit embarrassed, staying still like that. I quietly continued. Since I'm already saying thanks, you've helped me so many times, not just this once. I want to thank you for all of that.
지금까지 말입니까?
You mean until now?
Yes. I close my eyes and recall all the times I felt thankful towards Lance. From the tiniest things up until today, there were so many things to thank him for. There was so much that I even felt a bit sorry. Of course, the thing I'm most thankful about is, yes, that. Thank you so much for being with me from the start. When no one was beside me, you were with me. Thank you.
당신의 할아버지가 돌아가셨을 때를 떠올리는 겁니까?
Are you thinking about the time when your grandfather passed away?
I nodded. I was so glad that Lance was beside me then. The huge, empty house full of memories of Grandpa and my parents who tried to take me with them pained me. I could get through it because Lance was by my side. Getting through loneliness was the most difficult thing, and Lance filled that empty spot. If it wasn't for Lance, I would never have overcome my loneliness, and I wouldn't be as positive as I am. It may have been Lance who let me stay with my memories of Grandpa, despite my parents' disapproval. You know, I went to Grandpa's room when you were sick. I honestly don't try to go in there because I remember Grandpa every time. I was scared. I didn't feel brave enough to recall my memories with him. I started telling Lance things I never told anyone. Is it because the sweet lemon tea makes me feel comfortable? Or maybe I feel comfortable because I'm alone with Lance. I felt like I'd have to face my memories of him if I go into that room. This was my honest thought. Ooh, her grandpa looked handsome. You could just tell. Ooh.
Colonel Sanders, is that you?
Oh my god. Justin, what are you doing here? Yeah, he has that vibe. Dang, that game was ridiculous.
I need to watch it. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, okay. I won't spoil anything then, but let's just say I'm not happy with how things ended. It could have been better.
Aw.
I know in my head that Grandpa already passed away, but I didn't want to acknowledge it with my heart.
당신은 아직도 할아버지를 많이 그리워하고 있습니다.
You still miss your grandfather very much.
어쩌면 그건 당연한 겁니다. 당신은 그 사람을 많이 좋아했으니까요. 그건
Perhaps that
인연인가도
is
할수
natural.
있습니다.
You liked him very much. I realized that even as a doll.
Lance said quietly. Other dolls probably won't understand, but Lance is a doll that knows about Grandpa. So I could easily nod at his words. He's right. I still miss Grandpa very much.
그러니까 너무 무리하지 않아도 됩니다.
So you do not have to try so hard.
천천히 익숙해지면 됩니다.
You just have to slowly get used to it.
Lance. Huh? Darn it. Stop interrupting the moment. I was just about to reply to his comforting words when my phone rang. Oh, I bet it's her mother.
Yeah.
I saw the caller ID and the number on the screen. It was Mom. Hello?
엄마야. 갑작스럽지만 오늘 귀국하게 됐어.
It's Mom. I know it's sudden, but we'll be flying in today.
Today?
오늘 같이 저녁이라도 먹자꾸나.
Yes, let's have dinner together.
Oh, okay. Where should I go?
예전에 엄마 아빠 자주 머물던 호텔 기억하니? 공항 근처에 호텔 있지? 거기서 만나자.
Do you remember the hotel we often stayed at? The one near the airport? Meet us there.
Oh, then
1시간 뒤에 그리로 올 수 있겠니?
Can you be there in an hour?
so soon. I'll have to take a cab right now.
그렇게 하렴.
Then do that.
All right. See you soon. They must really have just arrived at the airport since the call ended briefly. I blankly stared at my phone. An hour later, it takes at least 40 minutes for me to get to the hotel. Always so abrupt as usual.
부모님입니까?
Is it your parents?
Yeah, they're here. They want to have dinner with me.
그렇군요.
I see.
I think I have to get a cab right now.
저
Yeah? Lance looks at me.
무슨 일이 있으면 연락하십시오.
If there's any trouble, call me.
Oh.
혹시 무슨 일이 있을지도 모르니까요.
You never know what might happen.
Oh. It's the first time Lance told me to call him. So cute. My face gets red again. It wasn't anything to get embarrassed about, but just now my heart began to beat fast. Yeah, of course, I will. I answered awkwardly in a loud voice. Even when I left the cafe with Lance, my heart was beating fast. I didn't know why I was trembling so much. It was nothing. My clenched hands started to get sweaty in my pocket. I wish we could skip this because it's so horrible.
Yeah. I wonder if it'll be the same or different.
I don't know. I pressed skipped, but it might not happen. She told me we'd see each other soon, but I didn't know it'd be this soon. I didn't even think about my parents this morning, and now we're having this fancy meal together. The clatter of silverware and calm classical music harmonized together. My parents always like to dine at a hotel, probably because it's simple and seems elegant.
여보, 얘 좀 밝아진 것 같지 않아요?
Honey, doesn't she look brighter to you? Oh yeah, no, it won't be the same
요새
since
기분이
she
좋은
isn't
일이
like
있니?
caring about her appearance like she did before.
Oh, that's right. Last time she showed up dressed up because of Yuri. Yeah, are you happy about something these days? Do I look that way? Well, I made a lot of friends recently, so it's been fun going to the academy.
잘 지내는 걸 보니 다행이구나.
I'm glad you're doing so well.
어릴 적에는 그렇게 인형만 가지고 놀더니 친구들과도 잘 어울려서 다행이야.
When you were little, you used to just play with dolls. I'm glad you have good friends now.
Yeah, about that. They're still dolls, technically. I still play with dolls. Until very recently. Now I'm even living with human versions of them. But I can't tell them that. They will never believe such a ridiculous story of living with dolls that have come to life. Well, they don't really know much about ball joint dolls in the first place.
아버지가 돌아가시고 너 혼자 걱정이었는데 잘 해내가고 있는 것 같아 자랑스럽구나.
Since father died, I was worried about you being alone. I'm proud of you for doing well.
정말이지. 넌 친구가 많은 성격도 아니고 할아버지랑만 잘 지내서 걱정이었어. 할아버지가 돌아가시면 외로워할 것 같았거든.
Really, you never had a lot of friends. We worried you spent too much time with Grandpa. We thought you'd get lonely after he passed away.
하지만 친구들이 많이 생겼다니 다행이구나. 내가 걱정했던 건 기우였나 보다.
But I'm glad you have so many friends. I must have worried about nothing.
그렇게 할아버지 하던 애가 벌써 이렇게 컸네. 여보, 이 아이 많이 달라졌죠?
I can't believe you're so grown up now. Honey, she's changed so much.
Mom smiled satisfyingly. What does that even mean, but okay. I was a bit offended that she spoke about Grandpa negatively, but I didn't say anything. Ugh, yeah, she pisses me off.
Yeah.
이참에 할아버지에 대한 기억도 털어낼 겸 집도 싹 리모델링 해줄까?
Wow.
Yeah.
Should we redecorate the house now so you can get rid of your memories of him?
Step off, witch. What? I stopped moving my fork at the sudden suggestion. Mom continued without realizing I dropped a piece of food I was trying to spear.
지금 집은 너무 구식이잖니. 텔레비전도 바꾸고 가구도 싹 새 걸로 바꾸는 게 어때?
The house looks too old. We can change the TV and all the furnitures. How about it?
그거 좋은 생각이에요. 자꾸 돌아가신 분의 물건이 눈에 밟히면 우울해질 수도 있으니까 말이다. 그리고 슬슬 낡아빠진 물건들도 버려야 할 때가 되지 않았니?
That's a good idea. It might get a bit gloomy to see things that belong to someone who's no longer there. And isn't it time to throw away some of your old things? I laid down the silverware I was holding on to and looked at my parents. Their intentions were good, but I was upset. Didn't last time they had a friend show up and they were trying to pair her with him, kind of?
A friend was there. I don't think they were trying to pair them, but he did say some kind of weird things.
Mm-hmm. So maybe this time is different then. No, you don't have to do that.
왜? 비용이라면 걱정하지 않아도 돼.
Why? If you're worried about the cost, don't.
It's not about the money. How should I tell them? This bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I want to leave Grandpa's house as it is. It's the house I lived in with Grandpa for a long time. Sometimes the memories make me sad, but I don't think it's bad to be reminded of him like that. It's the house that contains all the memories Grandpa gifted me with. And not only of Grandpa, but also of Grandma. And all the new memories I've been making with the dolls. There are so many memories within that house. I don't want to get rid of it just because it's old. It's not such a bad thing to be sad because of memories. That's how I get reminded of how much Grandpa had loved me. He's still an important person to me. I won't forget him just because we changed the furniture, and I won't change my mind about this. That is how much memories of Grandpa matter to me.
어머, 너 아직도 할아버지 타령이니?
Oh my. Are you still that attached to your grandfather?
여보, 새삼 왜 그래요? 이 아이는 어릴 때부터 늘 아버지를 따라다녔잖아요.
Honey, it's nothing new. She's always followed him ever since she was young.
뭐, 그래서 네 고집이 할아버지를 닮았었지. 그건 이해한다만.
Well, you were stubborn just like him. I understand that, but.
Mom looked at me as if she had something more to say.
그래, 네가 하고 싶은 대로 하렴.
Okay. Do as you please.
I feel like they're not as bad this time as they were last time, though.
Yeah.
Maybe because last time was a lot about, like, her looks and being the proper woman and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm finished. Can I be excused? We soon stopped talking about the house and Grandpa. My parents were about to start talking about their business, so I got up.
어머, 벌써? 호텔에 방 잡아줄 수도 있는데. 자고 가도 괜찮아.
Oh, already? We can get you a room at the hotel. You can stay the night.
No, I have something to do tomorrow morning. I suddenly remembered the play rehearsal tomorrow morning. Thanks to the rehearsal, I didn't lie, but I wanted to get up even if there wasn't a reason. Because I was upset at how they talked about redecorating the house. It's not that I don't love my parents, but I can't stand it when they talk that way. I don't expect them to understand. They never spent a lot of time with me. It's natural they don't really know my thoughts and the way I live. So I can't expect them to understand everything. But I don't want them to just guess and interfere like this, especially with things concerning Grandpa.
택시비는 있니?
Do you have money for a cab? I do. Don't worry. I'm sad you guys are leaving tomorrow, but I'll be off.
그래, 또 전화할게.
All right. I'll call you again in like 2 years, maybe.
Yeah, seems like it. Okay, then. I grabbed my bag and came out to the hotel lobby. Wow. It's so cold between them.
Mm-hmm.
I immediately got a cab and headed home. I paid the fare and got out of the cab. If it weren't for that talk about Grandpa, we could have been more friendly towards each other. I feel bad because of it. I think back, wondering if I was too harsh to them. But in that situation, that was all I could say. I was still bothered by my dinner with them. I feel down. I had no idea they were thinking of getting rid of Grandpa's house. I felt more upset since I wasn't expecting it at all.
돌아왔군요.
You're back.
Lance, were you out? I was approaching the front door when I heard Lance's voice. Lance was in front of the door. It was already dark, but he didn't seem to care. Aw, how long was he out there?
Aw.
Lance comes towards me.
지쳐 보입니다.
You look tired.
Oh, a bit.
무슨 일이 있었습니까?
Did something happen?
Lance asked. I felt better seeing him worry for me. Yeah, but it's nothing big. Lance stood in front of me quietly. He didn't move and just stared down at me. Seeing him stand still in front of me like that, I want to tell him everything that happened today. Can I tell you?
Oh.
I heard Lance laugh from above my head. Why are you laughing? Don't laugh.
Okay, I wasn't sure what that was like. If it was supposed to be like a serious laugh or what.
I know.
Do you need permission to talk? Why do you think I'm standing here?
Does that mean I can tell you? Lance laughed without saying anything again. But I suddenly didn't feel like talking, even though he said yes. I was fidgeting when Lance spoke first.
얘기해 보세요. 들어드리겠습니다.
Go ahead. I will listen. What a good boy!
I know, right? They're so cute. I ship it.
It's gonna be really hard to top this route game.
I know, I've been thinking that in the back of my mind, like, why is he not the canon route? Seeing Lance nod while saying that to me, I felt like talking again. I crouched down on the floor. Oh, CGs. My parents talked about Grandpa.
Seems like we have a lot more CGs in this one too.
Doesn't it feel like it? Huh.
Yeah.
It's because he's so pretty.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's the prettiest.
It was easy after starting. They were always a bit jealous that I followed Grandpa more than them. Maybe that's why, but whenever Mom saw something she didn't like in me, she always said it's because I'm like Grandpa. Again, when I was being stubborn today, she said it's because I resemble him. I don't think Mom knew how important Grandpa is to me. No, she still doesn't know. Or she would have never said that.
그런 말씀.
Said what?
She said since Grandpa passed away, we should get rid of his things and redecorate the whole house. Saying I'll feel sad when I see his things. I remember how flustered I was when I first heard it. Actually, I felt flustered for a second and then I got mad. This house is not just mine. It was Grandpa's precious house when he was alive. That thought made me feel more upset. When I heard that, I felt a bit mad. I don't want to throw away anything that contains memories of him.
하긴 당신은 물건에 담긴 추억에 집착하는 사람이니까요.
Yeah, you obsess on things that have. Yeah, you obsess on things that have memories.
Lance nodded and said, I think that's normal though. What? Obsess? Me?
네, 저번에 휴대폰을 잃어버렸을 때도 그랬지 않습니까? 추억에 담긴 물건을
Yes.
잃어버리면 슬프다고 말입니다.
You said so when you lost your phone the other time. That you feel sad when you lose things that contain memories.
At Lance's words, I thought of what happened. Come to think of it, I did say that.
당신은 그런 사람입니다.
You're that kind of person.
물건을 물건으로 보지 않는 이상한 사람이죠. 그러니까 싫은 게 당연합니다. 할아버지가 쓰던 물건은 당신에게만은 단순한 물건이 아니니까요.
You're odd for not seeing things as things. So of course you do not like it. Things that your grandfather used are not just things to you.
이미 소중한 무언가로 변해버린 거죠.
They are already something precious.
Lance's calm words comforted me. He seemed to understand all the things my parents could not get. Lance knows me this well. Since when? Since when did Lance know so much about me, girl? This boy, he loves you. Lance opened his mouth again.
그래서
So,
난 정말 행운합니다.
I'm really lucky.
Huh? Lance's eyes twinkled like the night sky. Lucky?
그런 이상한 사람이 나의 주인이니까요.
Such an odd person is my owner.
당신은 참 이상한 주인.
You are such a strange owner.
I felt like I was going to be sucked into his blue eyes. My heart started to pound again.
그런 이상한 주인에게 나라는 인형은 어떻게 보일지.
I wonder what such a strange owner would think of a doll like me.
항상 궁금합니다. 이렇게 지금도 내 머릿속은 온통 그 생각뿐입니다.
I always wonder. Even now, that is all I think about.
He sounded nervous, but his attitude was different. It was different from when he went crazy feeling envious towards Red. His soft voice rang through the air and told me how he felt.
당신은 내 안에 얼마만큼의 추억을 담았을지 알고 싶습니다.
I want to know how many memories you have of me.
I felt as if Lance was chanting a spell. At his every word, my heart starts pounding and my face gets heated. It wasn't embarrassment, but immense happiness and gratitude, and lastly, uncontrollable butterflies. Lance started chanting again.
말해주세요.
Jackie, tell me.
I just had to start talking when he said that. I was never this aware of Lance. To me, Lance is so special, I can't even put it into words. Of course, there are the memories of me making mistakes and being excited at my first ball joint doll, and the only doll that stood by my side when Grandpa died. He's my family, my friend, and my prince I always dreamed about. I'm surprised that you know this much about me. Lance, you're my precious doll I wouldn't change for the world. I couldn't read Lance's eyes. His expression was so complicated, I couldn't tell if he was happy or sad. Oh, is he upset because I called him a doll? After saying everything, I decided to change something since I felt like I treated him like a thing. Oh no, you're not a doll now. I mean, a precious person.
그 말 물리기 없습니다.
What you just said. Never take it back.
What? Ooh,
Aww.
they're so cute! I was stammering, trying to answer him when he suddenly grabbed my hands. This was definitely not the hands of a doll. They were warm and soft, and I felt like I could feel the warmth in my heart. Lance carefully leaned his head against mine. Lance?
당신이 감기에 걸릴까 걱정됩니다.
I'm worried you'll get a cold.
My beating heart started to pound now. I couldn't tell if the heartbeat ringing in my ear was mine or Lance's. Maybe it's ours. Lance here, comforting me with his warmth, was really the prince I dreamt of. No, he's much kinder and more good-looking than the prince I'd imagined. And seeing Lance like that made me feel brave enough to be honest with him. I don't know if Lance would feel the same right now. Even if all my surroundings change, even when the things I hold dear disappear, even if Grandpa died, even if Mom really does redecorate the house, even if all the other dolls do end up disappearing, even when sad things like that happen, Lance, I want you to always be by my side. Dang, she even said if the others disappeared. They're so cute. My desperate wish rang between us. My voice trembled. I carefully told him a wish I always wanted to tell him.
당연합니다.
Of course.
시간이 허락하는 한 당신과 함께 있을 겁니다.
As long as time allows, I will stand by you.
Lance held onto my hands tighter. I felt his sincerity through his sturdy hands.
겨우 이렇게 당신을 만질 수 있게 됐습니다. 당신의 손을 잡을 수도, 품에 안을 수도 있게 됐어요.
I can finally touch you like this. I can hold your hands and hold you in my arms.
Oh my god, I'm dying.
Same.
It's so good.
저는 당연히 당신 곁에 있을 겁니다.
I will definitely be by your side.
Lance never joked around, but he was more serious than usual. It sounded more like a pledge than a promise, and I felt so moved to hear it.
당신이 나를 통해 추억을 떠올리고 새로운 추억을 만들었으면 좋겠습니다.
I want you to recall memories through me and make new ones with me.
그리고 당신이 보여주는 세계가 나의 전부가 되었으면 좋겠습니다.
And I want the world you show me to be my everything.
저는 변함없는 당신의
Way to ruin the moment!
Dang it! Gabe, no! We were so caught up in it. No!
Oh my god, Lance, I didn't think you would be into that.
Woo! That
Like,
man.
I don't judge, but that's one where I'm like, you know, I'll pass on seeing anything having to do with that.
Like, dang, man, we haven't even had our first. Actually, we kind of had our first date, but.
I will always be your first dog.
His sincerity spread through my heart. Ruined.
Your heart? Are you sure? It's your heart?
Dang it. My heart was too full for words that I couldn't even say thank you. Lance just silently looked at me. He held on to my hands for a long time. And when he let me go, all my troubles were already far gone. Even if they tried to redecorate the house, I won't be so scared now. Of course, I'll be sad to see the house go, and all my memories of Grandpa fade away. But even then, Lance will be by my side. He promised, so I'm no longer scared.
당신은 모를 겁니다.
You wouldn't know.
사실은 내가 얼마나 불안한지 당신은 몰라.
How anxious I really am. You don't know.
내일이라도 다시 인형으로 돌아가 버릴까봐 내가 얼마나 두려워하는지 모르겠죠.
You don't know how scared I am of turning back into a doll.
Aw.
어느 순간 당신과 함께할 수 없게 되어버리는 게 얼마나 두려운지.
How scared I am of one day not being able to be with you.
하지만 당신이 걱정할까봐 말을 꺼낼 수도 없습니다.
That I can't even say since it will worry you.
Wait, is he actually telling her, or did he say it when she walked away or something?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he said it when she walked away.
Oh.
Ah, that's
Aw.
sad. Oh my god. Alright, guys. So that's gonna have to be it for this episode. It's a long one, but I knew we were coming up to the end of the chapter. So that was really great up until the stupid typo. Like, dang it, you ruined the immersion. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. And until next time, have a nice day. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And also make sure to ring the bell for notifications for new episodes. You can follow me on Twitch, where I stream every week, and also follow me on Twitter for updates. Until next time, have a nice day. Adios!